In this video, I'm going to show you how even the thinnest hair can be made to easily look thick. Any length of hair, long or short, or mistake you're making can be transformed into jaw-dropping, head-turning hair with simple, easy changes you can make. I have seen these changes work not only in my own hair, but also in my clients over my 16 years as a hairstylist. These will be the ultimate changes to transform your hair into the healthy, full, and thick locks you need. Let's go. It's not your hair, it's you. There once was a girl by the name of, we'll call her Winter. Winter was never happy with her hair. She spent years wishing and waiting for her thick and shiny hair to come along. One day my dream hair will come. Rather than being patient and careful to have it, she took to a life of finding her dream hair in all the wrong ways. Then one day she woke to find she had betrayed her hair. It was left broken, damaged, and thin, leaving her to have to start the process all over again of finding her thick and shiny hair. The truth is, thin hair can actually be caused by a multitude of factors outside of just not having a lot of hair naturally. We are often the ones who are causing our own hair to thin by neglecting proper hair care and ignoring the things I'm about to go over. If you feel that your hair is currently thin because of your own choices, I want your first change to be implementing what I call the K.I.N.D system. K. Keep your heat low. Keeping the heat low does not mean that you have to use the lowest setting on all of your hot tools.
Oh, thank God, because this doesn't feel very hot.
Most hair types do need more than the lowest setting to get your hair into the shape you want. Most, though, do not need the highest heat that your dryer or hot tool offers. I always suggest using the medium heat setting on your dryers and hot tools. If your curling or flat iron has a digital setting, I suggest a max of 370 for medium to coarse hair types and a max of 320 for fine hair types. Lowering your heat is an easy step you can take to protect your hair, and it goes together with the next step of our K.I.N.D system. I. Invest in heat protection. Heat protection for your hair is like butter to bread, grease to bacon, and air to a tire. Those three things would not taste
Is bacon fat-free?
or work the same without the other, and it's the same for your hair. You should never apply heat to your hair without using heat protection. It gives your hair the protection needed to handle heat and will help to prevent your hair from thinning out. Extreme heat paired with no heat protection is going to weaken your hair. When your hair is weak, it is more likely to break, which over time will lead to your hair thinning. You want your heat protectant to be applied to your hair first before the rest of your styling products, so your hair is getting maximum protection from heat. I will leave some of my favorite options below in the description and pinned comment for you guys to check out. N. Nutrients for healthy hair. One of my clients who I saw twice a year always struggled with her hair being extremely fragile and thin. She was careful with her hair as far as heat exposure, always used a heat protectant, but her hair was still suffering. Then one day when she came in for her holiday appointment, I couldn't believe how healthy and thick her hair felt and looked. I was like,
Girl, what have you been doing?
It turned out she was deficient in some nutrients and was not getting enough protein in her diet. However, once she started correcting this, her hair over time saw the benefits from it, and I'm sure her overall health, but it was amazing how much better her hair looked. Vitamins, supplements, protein, and eating healthy foods in general is going to be much better for your overall health, but your hair will also look and feel better as a result over time. D. Decrease chemical services. Think about if you had a beautiful silk skirt that had tons of shine and movement and you decided to throw it in the wash on heavy duty cycle. It would ruin the skirt. Bleach can be like that to your hair. Bleach breaks down the natural pigment in your hair strands, lightening it, and through this process, your hair begins to weaken. Because it is weakened, it stands a greater chance of breaking, which leads to your hair looking, say it with me, more thin. This step was hard for me to do because I loved changing my hair so much, but it really allowed me to give my hair a break from the stress of bleach. So when applying the K.I.N.D system, I was able to start the process of getting my hair thicker. Talk with your stylist about ways you can lower the maintenance of your lighter locks so you can really allow your hair to start healing and get to its most full and thick potential. Using the K.I.N.D system will change your hair when given the time to work and allow your hair to thicken to its full potential, but our next change is the perfect way to see instant thickness in your hair. How long is too long? Have you ever looked at someone with incredibly long, thin hair and thought to yourself,
Man, I wish my hair looked like that.
probably not. You are probably more inclined to think that about somebody who has thicker and more healthy looking hair regardless of the length. This may be the length of a bob, right at the shoulders, or even possibly longer. When someone's hair looks thick, you are always going to view it as healthy and pretty over somebody with longer hair that looks thin and damaged. In order to make your hair look thicker, you need to find a length where your hair maintains the most thickness that it naturally has. On myself, I have found that my hair at its current length is about as long as I can go and it maintain a full and thick look naturally. I will say though, now that I am dedicated to the K.I.N.D system, I do have more confidence that it could go longer if I chose to grow my hair out. So this is something to keep in mind. If you currently need to cut your hair shorter to get it to your fullest and thickest look and follow the K.I.N.D system, it is very possible that further down the road, you can let your hair grow long again and it still maintain a thick and full look. However, if you cut your hair and neglect the K.I.N.D system, you are just going to end up right back where you started. Remember old Winter? AKA me. That's what I did, and I promise you do not want to be her. It's so easy to do and follow, and I promise it works as it's given me the best hair of my life. Once you have mastered the K.I.N.D system and found your perfect length, you are ready for the next step because you're basically a pro now when it comes to your hair. You want to maximize your newfound thickness by creating volume with your products. Think of volume products like baking a cake. Would you try and make your cake without flour and baking powder? Absolutely not, and that is because it would not have the ingredients needed to rise and bake to perfection. Your hair is the same. If you are currently only using one single volume product, this is a change you must make to complete your ultimate hair transformation.
I knew one product wasn't enough.
You need both a root lifter and volume mousse paired together to build volume from your roots to the ends of your hair. Root lifters like Moroccan Oil's Root Boost are going to create more texture to amplify and lift your hair at your root. You can use them all over your scalp or also in just set areas like your crown and sides. A volume mousse is going to be a little lighter in feel, but still add the volume and hold needed through the rest of your hair. You apply this to your mids and ends, and this one from Moroccan Oil is great for volume while not having a high product feel. Now that you have found your perfect length to have maximum thickness in your hair, as well as mastering the K.I.N.D system so your hair can remain its most thick and full self, you might be wondering,
How am I supposed to get volume? I can't have my hair falling flat.
I have this video right here that shows you just how to do that. This blow dry is so easy to do that women are fleeing hair salons because they get such a good blow dry on their own, and it will save you money, so it's pretty hard to beat.